I give my heart. When you give your heart, what's going to happen? It will be completely, or I'll never give. Alright, stop. My heart, and the moment I can feel that, you feel that way too, is when I fall in love. Why are you hiding, girl? With you. Thank you.
How is it you got interested in being a ventriloquist?
Okay, well, it started a long time ago. I mean, I've always been interested in puppets, Lord Charles and stuff like that. My family are all entertainers, but I couldn't sing and they could, so they sort of done it on the singing circuit, and I went off and done my own thing as a magician. From the magician, I started buying lots of puppets, and the puppets became my ventriloquist toys in the end.
How many different voices can you do?
I don't know. Oh, it's so difficult to say now. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, you know. I just want to say, say. I'm kiting, Yeah, I can do a few voices.
What's your reaction to people who may think it's a little creepy to be walking around with a puppet, especially after films like Chucky?
I'm quite shocked because I mean I've probably got about 100 puppets at home. I mean I love puppets, so I can't see what's actually scary about them. But then I'm scared of spiders, so we all have phobias. That's right.
And what does Chloe think?
I love me. I know you love you.
What have been some of the hardest challenges that you've faced?
To be honest with you, the hardest challenges I've faced so far is my own people holding me back. I mean, I've asked a few people, I'm not going to mention their name, but a few people who are on the circuit to help me out, and they've said, oh yeah, but they won't do anything. So I think it's mainly my own people what's held me back. Yeah.
What do you think accounts for it? Is it that people aren't used to seeing someone who comes from our background?
I'll tell you, the funniest thing, when I started 25 years ago, and I used to turn up at black people's houses when they used to phone, because I mean, I can't do Jamaican if I want to, but I'd turn up and they'd say, right, it's a black man. I used to find that so funny, because I'm like, yeah, I know I'm black. And people would like phone up and they say, are you black? Because of this, a voice. So, yeah, my own people find it a bit of a surprise, because there aren't any sort of, I think there's half a dozen professional black magicians in the UK as well. So, we're limited. So it's very rare that you can see a black man doing that. I mean, I could give you a guess and say, look, what do I do for a living? And people would guess like rapper and all sorts of stuff, but not a ventriloquist or a magician. Yes, right.
What do you like most about your job?
I like making people happy. That's the important part for me. I mean, it's not always about money, because I do a lot of charity as well. It's about making people happy, because life's too short to be miserable. Yes, right.
What's the worst thing about your job, do you think?
Acceptance from my people. That's the worst thing for me. I mean, because I know I'm good at what I do, because I'll phone an English company and they'll say, oh, come down straight away, and I'll phone my own people and they'll say, yeah, or think about it, and they won't give me a chance. I mean, I'm not saying they're all, because I mean there are a lot of good ones as well, because I have had a few breaks with people like Jeff Schumann and other people like that, so, and Ray Carlos as well.
What's your typical day like?
A typical day is spent on the computer checking out YouTube videos, watching other ventriloquists, trying to nick some stuff. No, you're not. Yeah. It's just watching ventriloquists really, and writing new scripts and stuff. Because I mean, there's so many different types of shows. I mean, you've got 5-minute shows, 10-minute shows, or whatever. So I've got to always keep thinking of new ideas to come up with. So yeah, it's non-stop thinking.
In terms of how far do you think perceptions have changed in the 25 years that you've done it?
To be honest with you, I mean, it has changed a little bit, but it hasn't changed so much, because I've been accepted in what I'm doing, because I think for the English crowd, I've been a novelty. For the black people, I'm like, oh my God. And it's always going to be like that, because I'm still a minority in what I do, so I'll always face that sort of difficulty.
Tell me your future ambitions.
My future ambition really is to just carry on doing what I'm doing and making people happy forever. Obama has done something different. We've got Lewis Hamilton who's done something different. We've got boxers, golfers, all different types of things. Well, we don't have to stick to the same old thing. So if you believe in yourself enough, got to go out there and do it. And that's why I want people to see someone who can do something on their own without any sort of independent people saying, you can't do this, you can do what you want.